That show? Yeah. What? What? All right, so this is gonna be a little more difficult than I thought. Come on up. All right. We're here. It's been a while. Now I'm going to be covered. I got a black shirt and I'll be covered in dog hair, but that's okay because it's her dog hair. So let's see if this works. It's kind of a disaster. I have not done any of this. I've not filmed anything for this channel in over 3 weeks now. And the reason for it, which is ironic, I guess, because that's kind of how I plan on doing this channel. And I guess this is how I'm going to do this video with her right here, little Fallon. But I was looking, if anybody's ever seen any video before, this comes up years later and people see some of the library that I have up to this point. My goal was, one per month. And now that it's been about 3 weeks or so, I'm closer to, I just clip it right to her. I'm closer to kind of more what I want to do naturally for this channel anyway, because with the weather, it's June 16th, I think, June 16th. It's Tuesday. I'm on my 3-day break. And I've gotten to the point where it's, really good riding weather. So I've been riding the motorcycle, and although not filming with the Nikon, which I'll show in a second, although not filming with the Nikon or not taking pictures with the Nikon, which is what this video is about, I have been using the cameras, the Action Cam, the GoPro, the Action 6 from DJI, and that's about it. I'm taking pictures with my camera or my cell phone, but not like good pictures. That I would try to. I can't even lean back. Hang on. There we go. Not like pictures I normally would try to take and send to Lightroom and stuff like that. Perfect. There we go. Now we're more natural. So let's get you in there. Get you in there. Oh, nope. You'll find your way in there no matter what. Okay, good. All right. This is perfect. So I've been just enjoying the summertime. So my season, I guess, is more on the handlebars than on the Nikon, which is fine. But this video is, I had not taken a picture with my Nikon, which I have right here. She's gonna want it. She's investigating, but I haven't taken a picture with my Nikon. Brought it to work a couple times. I haven't been able to use it. It's just busy. It's nonstop busy at work, which is fine. It sounds like no, that's a no-brainer. But I work 24 hours, so there's like downtime from like 8:30 to 9:30. There's downtime where we might be all right. But I have not even messed with it. I've done some research while I'm in bed, at work or whatever between calls, but I haven't really been able to practice photography. So I was out here the other day, and this is what the video is about. I was out here the other day, and I was trying to take pictures of this one. And my wife and I were hanging outside. We're doing a lot more, building up around here, making it more enjoyable with the umbrella. They got the lights and now the railing, because this dog, she might have took a tumble she fell in such slow motion. She's perfectly fine, but she fell in slow motion, like backing up, that my wife was like, that's it, we're building railing. So we ended up getting everything squared away and everything like that, and most of the credit goes to her. She's amazing. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. But she is a carpenter that I had no idea that she could do what she did. But going back to the video, just brought the Nikon out. We were hanging outside, listening to some music, having a little chat and stuff, and nice weather. And I got the Nikon out here, and I started taking pictures of this one. And I hadn't messed with the camera. There she goes. She's snaking her way down. I hadn't messed with the camera in 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks. And I got to the point where I was taking pictures and they were all blurry. And I'll kind of show some on the camera. There's people working down the street, so she's kind of freaked out a little bit. But I hadn't taken pictures of anything. I haven't messed with the Nikon, and it's funny because like your skills like erode. Like I don't say your skills necessarily, but your know-how maybe a little bit. Maybe your skills, yeah, you get a little rusty and stuff like that. It's like with anything. I used the guitar as an analogy before, or an example, and messing with the guitar, you start to get somewhat decent. You put it away, you don't touch it for a while, and all of a sudden you're you're hitting the wrong strings, you're strumming the wrong chords or whatever. But it comes back a lot quicker. The more you've messed with it, the more experience you have. It comes back a lot quicker. Even in the fire department, if I'm driving the truck, I try 9 times out of 10. I give myself a scenario when I check off the fire pump on the engine. It may have been quite some time potentially since I've pumped the truck. I might have been in the fire, with a hand line or a backup line or help for a primary search. But only one person gets to pump the truck on a fire scene, depending on the size, severity. But I'll give myself, I think she left one thing behind. I'll give myself a scenario, and then I'll kind of just, I don't know, just act it out. Put my hands on the right levers and work on friction loss and all that stuff, and give myself a scenario between a dumpster fire, grass fire, brush fire, whatever, or more like a defensive operation where the deck gun's involved in horizontal standpipe, or make my own standpipe, or hook it into a hotel. So I'll give myself scenarios randomly, just whatever, and just kind of do it. So it's a little training before the day starts, kind of before breakfast, before we run calls and stuff like that, depending on whatever. But I started taking pictures and they were blurry, and I was like, dang, dude, like what am I doing here? Looked at it, everything looked fine, exposure was right, and it had been so long since I took it that I was making such a silly mistake. So I knew what I was doing. I was framing everything right. I was half pressing the shutter to get the focus, the autofocus right. And I was in manual mode, and I like to practice in manual mode. I like to be in manual mode for full control, and I'm learning. And it was blurry, and it was blurry, and my light meter was perfect. Everything was fine. I didn't have an issue with the exposure itself. It was an overcast day like today. And exposure compensation, like everything was fine. There was no issue whatsoever, but it was blurry. And I was like, what's going on? She wasn't even really moving that much. And I was like, and I looked, and I was shooting it in my 55 to 300 millimeter zoom lens. I looked, and my shutter speed was like, 1 over 15, or excuse me, 1 over 15, and then 1 over 30. I think I changed it at one point to get the light right. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was such a simple mistake. And I feel like this channel has all been about mistakes, and I love it. I absolutely love it, because I'll look back, and 1, hopefully I don't make this mistake again, and 2, more importantly, I'll look back and maybe I'll kind of reminisce, years from now, and realize, like, how far I've come. Hopefully how far I've come, and not that guitar sitting collecting dust in the man cave. But also, if you find this channel, you stumble across this channel, and you enjoy photography, and you're having a hard time, you're struggling, or making kind of like boneheaded mistakes that you wouldn't think you would make after putting the camera down for 3 weeks or so, almost a month, it's okay. It's okay, because I've been in this season, I said it in the beginning of the video here, I've been in the season where I am, I put the camera down, I put it away, I brought it with me, but it stayed in the bag. Been messing with the action cams, like I said. I've been riding and enjoying that, and been having fun in creating videos and making videos and episodes, and traveling and meeting people and stuff on the other channel. And which would be awesome to do on this channel one day, but that's a long time from now. But it's just it's one of those things, like it sparked that interest with me. It never went away, but it definitely was. I don't know why. If anybody's ever had a fireplace, away from gas fireplace, but like after the fire's out and you go to clean your embers out and all that stuff, or clean the ashes out, for days on end there can be an ember. And this literally just came into my head, because I remember growing up, you had to wait for a few days, like several days later after you had a fire, because you could start unearthing the ash and you'd see some embers, right? And that's exactly what happened. I just got real excited about taking pictures again, because as soon as I fixed my problem, my shutter speed, because of the camera shake and just in general, I should have been, if it's 55 millimeters, my shutter speed should have been at minimum 1 over 60. And realistically, it should have been with her, in the 100s to 250s, 320, 320th of a second or more, if she's moving 1 over 500. Shutter speed, or even 1,000, because I just wanted the image. I just wanted that bokeh effect behind her, and I'll show some of my mistakes, and hopefully I can, if I can't put the metadata in there, I'll just type it up myself and show you kind of what I was doing. But it got that fire going again, you know, kind of stoked the fire a little bit, and you know, it was cool. It was neat. It was definitely one of those things where it had never gone away. It's just kind of like, I guess I was in a season. I was in a different season, and now I'm kind of like creeping back into here, creating this video. And today's like I said, 16th of June. It's probably 3:30 or so, and I'm gonna go upload this and probably post it on the 16th of June. So I'm kind of back in the game. I can show you. I don't know how well it'll show, but I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess I don't really need to show. I can just show a bunch. I was gonna show you this goofball right here. I don't know how well. It probably won't show very well, but yeah, I'll show a bunch of pictures. Yeah. Hey, they took a lunch break. They're back. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're back to working. So I'm going to go comfort the dog and upload this video. And yeah, that's it. Hope everybody's doing well. AC's about to start up again, so that's perfect. I'm back. I'm back.